Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is 6-7 Notes, Stem and Leaf. Your objective is you'll be able to draw a stem and leaf plot given a table of data or a set of data. So if we got something like this, a whole bunch of data of mountain heights of all various mountains. Our goal is to determine or draw a stem and leaf plot for each data set. So as you can see in all our options, it's just a T table here. Where we're going on the left hand side of this T table, we're going to do stem. And the other side is going to be leaf. Now you could do these type of problems in several different ways when you're doing stem and leaf plots. You could use rounding and cover things off. This is just meant for an easy way to look at data. So if we're looking at this Kangri mountain is 24,213. We could just say 24,000 be the stem, 25,000 be a stem, 23,000 be a stem. We could just use the thousandths or the 10,000ths to be all the stems. Meaning all the ones that start off with 23,000 are going to be listed here on the right hand side. The ones with that start off with the 24,000 will be listed underneath it. All the ones that start with 25,000, 26,000, 27,000, and 28,000. I don't think there's anything higher than that. Okay. So, ones with 23,000, let's cross them off as we write them out. So we go through the list. We got 23,760. So I'm going to write 760 here. Or if you look at our multiple choice, they're just using the first number. So let's just do the first number then. 760. That's just 7. Is there any more 23s? Yep. There's a 23 here with 23,888. So we do a 7 and an 8. Oh, 23,711. That means it's another 7. Because that's the digit to the right of the comma. 23,8. So there's another 8. And then 23,7 for another 7. So we got 3 7s and an 8. Now if we actually had to use rounding, which it looks like we did, so let's do that again with rounding. I'll just get us a little bit better of an answer here. So 23,760, so that's really 23,8. 23,888, that's really 9. 23,7, that's a 7. 23,78, that's will be an 8. And 23,87, that's really a 9. So rounding does occur. So now let's look at the 24s. You have 24,213. So for the 24, there's a 2. 24,790. We round that up to 800, so it's an 8. 24,406. That'll be a 4. 24,370, that would be also another 4. 24,482. That'd be a 5. And that's all the 24,000s. So just the one number to the right after the stem will be your leaf. 25. Let's just go through this right now. Through our multiple choice, we see that 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. That matches up with what we have here. 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Doesn't really matter the order. They tend to, in the multiple choice, they put them from least to greatest. Yeah, nice and pretty, so I would recommend you would do the same. So it looks like 23 is good so far. 24 is 2, 4, 4, 5, 8. 2, 4, 4, 5, 8. That matches up. Let's finish it off. It looks like they got 4 numbers of 25. So 4, 8. 6, 9, and 2. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do 2. Oopsies. 2 belongs here with the 8. Okay. Well, actually, that rounds, so it's 3. Pardon me. So you can see that it matches up here with A. So number 1 is A. Let's see if I can break that down one more time for you. So we have annual household income. Let's make it bigger, so it's easier to see on your screen. So we got annual household income. We have 19,000, 11,700, 14,000, 34,000. So we got a whole some big numbers again. So as far as our stem and leaf, what I would do the thousands place again. So it'd be 19, 11, 14, 34. And then round up to this number, the one to the right of the comma. So we looked, when we round to that number, we look 1 to the right. If the 1 to the right is 5 or higher, we add 1 to the hundreds place. That's what we're going to be putting in the leaf. So do the stem and the leaf. It looks like our lowest one is 9. There's also a 7. These do take a nice long process, so you just got to be patient. So 7, 9, 10. I'm just going to do the first 3 because we have multiple choice. But you would theoretically go through all of them. So 7, so 7,750. That rounds up to 7,800. So it'd be 7,800. Is there any more 7s? Nope. We look at the 9s. We have 9,600. So it'd be 9, 6. 9,900. So we put a 9 over there. 9,150. So that will be also a 2. Because 150 rounds up to 200 there. No more 9s. So just looking at our multiple choice right now, we know A is not right because you have an 8 and a 9. So that gets canceled out, so A is gone. We look at C, 888. That's not working, so we eliminate that. I miss a 7. Oh, I see what they did. Okay, so as far as their multiple choice, they want even one more to right. Instead of the 1,000s, they did the 10,000s. And the 2 numbers that are less than 10,000 are the 900, 9,000 and 7,000. 9,000 and 9,000 there. All right. Well, you'll just continue the process, so this will be okay if you just continue this to have a stem leaf. Let's move on to the next one. Here's another example of one with the basketball. This one's a little bit easier because they're smaller numbers for multiple choice. The bigger the numbers the multiple choices are, it's a little bit tougher. We got stem and leaf. Alright, so in all our multiple choices, they all start off with 0, 0, 0, 0. So that's where we're going to be starting off with, is with the 0. So that means all the numbers that are less than 10, because looking at our data, our numbers range from 1 all the way up to 32. So 0 is 0 through 9. 1 stands for 10 through 19. 2 stands for 20 through 29. And 3 stands for 30 to 39. So all the numbers that are less than 10, we got 2, 4, 2. So we got 2 2s and a 4. Cross them out. We got a 7, a 1, and 2 more 2s. There's another 1 down there, and a 9. So quite a few numbers there. 2 2 4 7 1 1 2 2 9. If we put those in order, it'll be 1 1, then 4 2s, then a 4, a 7, and a 9. So what we have here. And all the other ones are eliminated in our multiple choice. Let's say if another one has it, so you move on to the next line. So you go with the 1, so all the numbers that start off with the 1. So that'd be 13, 11, 12. So 1, 2, 3 are the remaining digits. Then we go on to 2. Ones that start off with 20. So you got 23, 26. And then the 30 is 32. So next to the 3 is the 2. Or 32. Alright. Let's do one more because we have time. So this stem and leaf, if we're looking at our data, we see no numbers bigger than 100. So the number in front in our stem is going to be our tens place. And all our stems are going to be the ones place. We're just like grouping them by tens. That's theoretically what's happening here with the stem and leaf. So on the left hand side is my stem. I do not see any numbers in our data. That's between 0 and 10. So I don't need to put a 0 there. But our data does have a couple teens in it. We have a 17. So you start off with a 1, and then there's a 7 in a leaf. And that's it for the ones. Then the 2s for all the 20s. There is no 20s. So we look at 3s for the 30s. Oh, there's a 39. So we'll go to 3 and a 9. That's it for the 30s. Then we look at the 40s. We have a 49. A 47. And a 48. So we have a 9, a 7, and an 8. It looks to me that it's option B so far based on our data. We look at our 5s. We'll do our 5s to confirm it. So you got 52. So we put a 2 there. 51. There's a 1. and then 58 for the 8. Okay. 1, 2, 8. C got eliminated and A got eliminated because it didn't match up our first couple rounds of checking here. So I'm not going to go further, but you would check with the 6s. Those are all, you'll have a 60, a 61, a 62, 63, 64, 65, 65, and a 66 left in our data. And for the 70s, you have a 73. All right. So I should do one more. So you got precipitation, inches here. So do stem and leaf. Looking at our datas, it's all with the tens digit places. There's no numbers less than 10, so I'm not going to do a 0. I'm going to put a 1 there because it looks like we do have a couple in the teens between 10 and 19. Those are the 3 that I spotted. So we have an 11, so I put a 1. We have a 17, so I put a 7. And we have an 18, so I put an 8. Now, 18.8 actually rounds up to, it's closer to 19 than 18, so I shouldn't have put an 8 there, I should put a 9. Now I look at the 20s. Is there any 20s? You bet. There's 23.8, which is close enough to 24, so I put a 24 there because we rounded. 20.2, well, 20.2, when we round it, that's really 0. Because 0.2 is closer to 0 than it is to 9. It's less than 5. So I put that 0 in. And there's no others for our 20s. Oh, yeah, 4 and 0, good. And let's look at 30s. So we got 33.8, which is really 34. Any other 30s? No. So if we look at our data so far as a multiple choice, we have 179. Well, that doesn't work for this one. It does work for C. It does not work for B, and it does not work for D. So based on elimination, C has to be correct, which so far it does all match up to what we have. It's the same numbers. I bet if we check it with our data, we're going to have a 42 and a 44. A 51, a 52, and a 55, a 61, a 63, a 64, a 65, and a 67. All right. Here's a number you could practice on your own. Got a couple here. Classwork and homework. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or come next year. I'll be happy to help you out. All right. Have a good night.